Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's the first week of the month, so today I wanted to share with you some of my favourites from last month. You know the drill by now. So starting with some beauty things. Recently I've run out of my favourite setting powder, which is the NYC Translucent Powder. So I've been getting by using just a light coloured powder from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, but it doesn't really have any kind of smoothing effects, and I have quite textured under eyes. They're kind of lumpy, there are a few creases under there, so any kind of smoothing effect I really appreciate. So recently I've been working with the SkinFood Peach Sake Silky Finish Powder because I saw Marzia use this in one of her videos kind of recently, and it reminded me that I had one, and I think Marzia actually got this for me as well. So thank you, Marzia, I love it. So this is what it looks like. You pull the top off here and then you have the little poof. The powder is super fine and it's so silky, like I can feel it on my hands now purely just because I've touched the packaging. It's really weird, it's almost unnaturally silky, it's very strange to begin with, but it makes your skin feel like that as well, which who doesn't love to have smooth silky skin. It's pretty pale, I'm not sure if it comes in different shades or not, so I just tend to use it on the high points of my face, and you have to get rid of all of the excess or you look kind of like you've just thrown flour at your face. You also want to make sure it's applied evenly as well. Don't put too much in one spot if you're going to be taking pictures, because a few times when I first started using this I would wear it, take pictures, and then it would look really obvious on camera, so just pay attention to how you apply this. So in my last favourites video I was speaking about the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette. I'll get it out just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. This guy, and I was talking specifically about this eyeshadow being the best eyeshadow ever for lazy people. So many of you were asking about alternatives, you were kind of discussing with each other as well, different products, and I saw a lot of people mention the Maybelline colour tattoos, and I don't really wear them. I remember liking them when they first came out, but I don't find myself going back to them or wearing them anymore. But it got me thinking about other products I was using at the same time, and I remember I used to wear eyeshadow sticks a lot for the same reason. They're super lazy and they're super easy to apply, and they look great at the same time. The ones I use are the Eyeko ones and the Makeup Forever ones. I'm sure there are different ones as well, but these are just the ones I have in my collection. Let me show you these Eyeko ones. You have the stick on one end, and then on this end you have a brush, but come on, no one uses the brush. If you use your fingers, the heat from your fingers really helps blend out that product anyway and make it blend really nicely, so you don't really need to use the brush. I would only use the brush if I was using it to blend out liner, because it's quite a nice like flat shape, if you can see. Wait, I'll put it against the white background. So these are designed to be waterproof products, so they have a little bit of movement time for you to kind of mess with it and get it how you want it to look, and then it does set in place, so it's also really great for using as an eyeshadow base as well, which is actually what I did today. I used this brown one to make one of my eyeshadows look deeper and more dimensional. There are different finishes. You have matte ones, you have shimmery ones. The matte ones are a little bit harder to work with because you kind of need to pay attention to them and make sure they don't look muddy as you blend them out. But the shimmery ones you can just kind of scribble on, do this, and then you're good to go. Next up I have a couple of lip products I wanted to share, and they're both from Tarte. They're both these chewy, lippy, sticky thingies. The first one is this guy, which I've used a lot of. It just is very easy to wear pink. It's a lip tint. So it does apply quite intensely to begin with, but within the first 15 to 30 minutes or so, it is going to fade a lot, and it fades very nicely, and you're just left with this nice kind of natural-ish looking tint to your lips, and they're also nice and hydrated. It's a very nice product. Also smells really good, kind of minty. This next one I kind of just stumbled across really. I just thought it was, ignore the mess all over it, I've worn it over the top of this lipstick. So this is the LipSurgence Skintuitive Lip Tint, and I just thought it was clear, but it's one of those magical ones where you apply it and some kind of witchcraft happens and it changes colour and it's different for everyone depending on what their skin's like, I think. I don't know how it works. Magic. Actual magic. I personally don't like the colour that it turns on me because I'm really fussy, but I mean, it's kind of great to throw on if, again, you just want some colour to your lips but you don't want to spend ages really neatly applying a lipstick. This one is actually a lot easier to apply than this one. This one you can totally just apply without a mirror, so it's good if you're just out of the house. This one, because it is a tint, you do kind of need to pay attention to where you're applying it. I also like to wear this underneath liquid lipsticks and on top of liquid lipsticks as well. So liquid lipsticks can be really drying. You've all seen it before. They kind of make your lips look super grooved and really dehydrated a lot of the time. So if I applied this beforehand, like I did today, they still look nice and hydrated and healthy, and I apply it afterwards as well. And it does take away from that matte quality, I guess, but I don't mind it. I would prefer that to looking like I have a prune mouth. This also has the same kind of minty scent. I think it's mint anyway. One of those kind of smells. Smells like toothpaste. Next, I have a few wigs I wanted to share with you from Everyday Wigs. I've worked with these guys before, so I reached out to them a little while ago because I have a few projects coming up that I need a few wigs for, so I knew these guys would be awesome to go to. I got 3 and they're all lace front wigs, which means they all have this lace at the front here, as the name suggests, which gives a more natural hairline. This ginger one I actually got for myself because I love red hair. Red hair is my favourite, but I would never keep up with dyeing it. Black is just so much easier for me to keep on top of. So I got this short red curly one for myself, just for personal wear. I don't know if I've actually posted a picture of me wearing this yet, but I love it. I personally like to keep the lace at the front here in case I want to alter it later on, but if I'm going to wear it, I just kind of flip it underneath like that. So I got this red one, I got a short black curly one, and I got a shoulder length brown wig as well, which is straight, and I'm going to alter it for a character I want to do. This next favourite is actually really surprising because it's a horror film, and I don't watch horror films. I've never really known anyone who watches horror films, so that's why I never really have either until I met Marzia. The film is called The Boy, and it's about a doll, which is creepy in itself. No one likes dolls, right? I used to collect dolls when I was younger, and then I can't remember what film it was, but I watched something that really creeped me out, and I ended up just locking them all in a cupboard. I just had this cupboard full of pot dolls. So this woman comes over from America to do a nanny job, and the people introduce her to a doll, and she's like, this is a joke, right? Why do you need a nanny for a doll? So these people treat this doll like it's real, and they give her a list of things that she can do and things she can't do, like a list of rules and also a schedule. So she's supposed to dress the doll in the morning and kind of teach him during the day, and it's really weird, and she's like, obviously I'm not going to do that, and then weird things start happening, and now I can't tell you anything else because all of the best bits are just massive spoilers. It was really creepy, it was really tense, there were some really decent jump scares as well, and everyone around me in the cinema shit themselves, and it was really funny. I really enjoyed it, it was really good. Let's talk about anime. I didn't realise how many of you were into anime and manga and things. After last month I was just so excited to come back and speak to you all about it again, because so many of you gave me so many awesome recommendations, and I spoke to so many people in the comments about Vampire Night and things. You guys are the best. So I finished Vampire Night, and I'm not super happy with how it ended just because of my personal feelings towards certain characters, but I can totally understand why it ended the way it did, and it's not going to stop me from rewatching it. Not happy with how it ended, but I get it, and I'm not going to be salty about it. So recently I've been watching Free, and I've very quickly become obsessed with it, and I've been sat here for the past few minutes trying to think of a way to sell it to you guys, and I'm not sure I can because it sounds like the most boring thing ever. let me get you a summary. The story revolves around Haruka Nanase, a boy who has always loved to be immersed in water and to swim in it. Before graduating from elementary school, he participated in a swimming tournament along with fellow swimming club members, and then afterwards all the boys went their separate ways. So the story begins after that in the future. So the story takes place afterwards when they're in high school and there's no swim club or anything. So one of the guys who went away comes back and he's like, hey guys, you wanna race? He's a bit of a dick. Reen, he's called. It's my favourite one for reasons we won't talk about. So they end up putting together a swim club so they can race at finals or whatever. So basically the whole thing is about swimming and friendship. And they all happen to be super cute. This is difficult. I don't know how to speak about this in a way that is going to make people want to watch it. It's really difficult to say anything about it because it's not extraordinary, it's slice of life, it's very realistic as far as animes go, so I don't really know what to say. It's just hot guys swimming around, and the season finale made me cry with tears of joy, so it's very sweet. Finally, I have to mention Good Morning Call, which is a Netflix original. It's coming out weekly. I think there are 8 or 9 episodes out so far, and oh man, where do I even begin? So it's an adaptation of a manga, so it's basically like an anime in real life, and it's the strangest thing. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. It's very unusual and it's very charming. I spent my whole week looking forward to Friday. It comes out on Friday, so it's just so good. It's about a girl and a boy who somehow sign the same contract for the same apartment, and they then have to live together. It's such a dumb story, but it's such a great premise for a TV show. So you might think, why don't they just move out into separate apartments? But basically they've spent all their money moving into this place. So they're just like, how about we just live with each other secretly? So you have that whole secrecy thing, trying to hide it from their friends and people at school, which is really fun to watch how that plays out. The actress is the most perfect casting. She is the most adorable little thing, and she pulls these faces. Me and Brad, oh my god, we're in love with her. We just watch her the whole time because she goes from one expression to the other like that, and she's so entertaining to watch. She moves. It's like an anime. She is literally an anime character in real life. She has done it so well. And then you have Uehara, who is just the typical moody, sexy boy in the corner. It's just really fun to watch these people be in this situation that they otherwise would never have been in. They would never have interacted otherwise, because he's the #1 hot guy at school, and he has this weird committee of girls that kind of protect him, and you're not allowed to speak to him. He's really off limits. It's funny, it's goofy, it's charming, and I've just been recommending it to everyone. But then that's it. That's everything I wanted to share with you this week. I really hope you got some cool suggestions of things to try or buy or watch. Let me know what you guys have been enjoying. Let me know what you've been watching, because you know by now that I absorb TV and stuff like a sponge absorbs water, so any new watching material is always super appreciated. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye.